Hey, what's up, welders? Welcome to another episode of Adventures in Welding. I'm Paul. Thanks for joining me. And to all my new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. We're getting really close to that 1,000 subscriber mark. And when we get there, I'm going to be giving away one of these, a Miller Digital Elite helmet. Now, this is my personal helmet. I'll be giving away a new one. Anyway, I received an email. My email address is tigmaniac@gmail.com if you'd like to send one, asking how I do my tube notching. Well, there's 1,000 different ways to do it. But I'm going to show you my quick and dirty method for doing it using nothing but some hole saws and a drill. So I got us some tube here, and this is, I believe, 1¼ OD. You can see that, yeah. So we're at 1¼ OD. Now, we're just going to set up for a 90-degree saddle joint. Just keeping it simple. So what we can do here is get our hole saw, and I'm going to use one that's just a little bit bigger. This is 1 3/8. We'll get this guy set up here. Let me get everything set up and we'll be right back. Alright, so we've got our hole saw set up and we've got our piece here. Now, one of the things you have to make sure you do is that you are getting a straight through cut. So what I like to do is make a mark with a Sharpie like that. And then make a mark 180 degrees on the other side. Now I'm just eyeballing it. It's not super critical. And our length doesn't really matter here. So we will just cut in about 1 inch. So we got our inch mark there. And our inch mark 180. Then we're going to drill us some nice little pilot holes. Alright, we're going to get started right here on our mark. Center punch that a couple times. Really important to center punch when you're drilling on something curved. You don't want your bit to wander. I should put that up on high speed maybe. There's one. Flip that guy around. Center punch. Drill our second pilot. Alright, now we're going to step up. Alright, I've stepped up to a larger bit. And the way we're going to keep things as perpendicular as possible is we're going to drill through this hole and then through the next one, all from one side. Now I just want to look in there, find my hole. Oops, don't want to miss her. And now we have our holes through both sides and we're ready to get the hole saw. Alright, we are just about ready. Get a little lubrication on there. You want to make sure that you let the drill, do the work so you're not really jamming on it. I'm just keep checking to make sure that I'm on my marks. Now all we got to do is clean her up a little. Nothing too radical here. A little bit of emery cloth. And we're ready to weld her up. Alright, so we've got everything ready. Look at that, we got ourselves a nice fit up. Hit this with a stainless steel wire brush to knock off the oxides where we're going to weld. Especially on this one where we use the oil there. We want to make sure that we're absolutely clean. And you know what I've been buying lately are these diabetic alcohol preps pads. You just get a nice little swabber dauber there, that are just perfect for single use. And I get these from my local dollar store. I think they're like $1, and there's 100 pads in there. All right, we are about ready to weld. Final step. You want to make sure everything is clean, including your filler wire. That's why I'm wearing gloves. I've already cleaned the table. And then we got a clamp. One of these nice big clamps I get from Harbor Freight works out just about perfectly for this. Everything's held in there real nice. Final little cleaning in the area to be welded. And you see there's always some crap left over. So you got to be really careful about that. I've got the AHP Alpha TIG set for a maximum of 150 amps. This is about a little less than 1/8 inch thick. Using the Flex Head number 17 torch with a gas lens, stubby gas lens, and a number 8 cup from George's Plasma Cutter Shop. Check him out. They get their stuff from the same place CK manufactures theirs in China, and the savings is great. I'm using 2% lanthanated 332nd tungsten. I like lanthanated on aluminum. Step on the pedal to purge out the machine, so we've got argon at the beginning. I've got my frequency set for about 120 hertz. My balance is set around 75% negative. No pulse. Let's get it tacked. Alright, now we got our tacks. We're ready to weld her up. Alright guys, that's it for this episode of Adventures in Welding. There we got it, all nice and welded up. Now I know there's 1,000 different techniques you can use to notch your tubes. You guys are going to say, a drill press is better, a tube notcher is better. You know what? They are. But sometimes you just don't have it. Sometimes you just got to make do with what you got, and just about everybody's got a hand drill and a hole saw. And with that and some sandpaper, you can get a good saddle joint, and the welding is up to you. Thanks again for joining me on Adventures in Welding. A special hello to my friend Scott in Australia and Pidge up in the Great White North. Thanks for sticking by me and watching the videos, guys. Tell your friends to subscribe. You never know, you might win that helmet. Get the hell out of my shop already.